Hello. Welcome. Yes, welcome to BrickTsar. And today we're going to answer a question on a segment we call BrickTsar Answer Thingy or BAT. Hashtag BAT, B-A-T, not Batman, but BrickTsar Answer Thingy. And today's question comes from Brick Force, like use the force with bricks. Brick Force asks, Bat, why couldn't Lego put different facial expressions or even facial hair on minifigures for about 20 years? Well, it really technically, I guess, wasn't that long. The first Lego minifigure, as we know it, was made in 1978. They did have the armless, legless, faceless expression minifigures if you go back to 75. So the only expression you had was the standard minifigure grin for about 11 years or 12 years. It wasn't until we got things like the pirate thing in 1989 that's when you started seeing facial hair and different expressions. You started seeing lipstick, eye mascara, all through the 90s. Uh, and they really, some of them were okay, but even then we didn't get the best expressions. You had the same mustache, the old chef or the waiter French mustache. So there wasn't a lot of variety. But your question was, why couldn't Lego do that? And it's true. Actually, I think that is the case. They were not allowed to by, I think it was Godfrey. I don't know when he died. When he died. But they didn't want different expressions. They just wanted to keep everything plain. And I remember reading it or seeing it in a video somewhere a long time ago, and I couldn't find it. But I'm going to let y'all comment, and you'll tell me where it is. But the designers, the guys that actually worked and made the different ideas for the Lego sets, as they started getting more of those guys in, they wanted to do that. They wanted to have weapons and things like that, and the, the owners, the Christensens, they didn't want that. They wanted everything to be generic and not, they wanted confrontation. That's why the minifigure is yellow. It's not really a race or a nationality. It's just yellow, and all the facial features were the same, standard minifigure grin. But they pushed and pushed those designers, and they finally got what they wanted. And then obviously that's what the buyers wanted. And then when you started getting Star Wars and the late 90s, 99's when Star Wars started, and then all through the 2000s, we've just gotten so many varieties. And that's what the people love. We love having different facial expressions. You can do funny things. And so we're really glad. But that's what it was. There was the owners didn't want those the weapons or the facial expressions, and that's my understanding. And I'm pretty sure that is correct. But if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments below. If somebody knows a link, I actually do not spend a lot of time doing things like looking at Brickopedia or other websites like that. I might have read it in the Brick Journal a while ago, but that's a good question. So from 1978 to 1989, it was pretty much just the standard minifigure grin for the most part in all Lego sets. And even there was not a much variety of head pieces as well. So we started getting more of that, and boom, look how good Lego's doing now. So good question, Brick Force, and thank you for watching this episode of BrickTsar Answer Thingy. Leave your comments or questions and preface it by bat. If you just ask a question, I may just answer it in the comment, or I may not. But if you ask a bat, I'm more likely to do a video. But if it's something like, what's your favorite set? What are top 5 themes? What are common questions like that? They've probably already been answered. I do have a playlist of all my bat videos. I need to start remembering to put that in the description so you can look over that, because I've answered quite a few questions, so sometimes the things will come up, the questions will be asked, and I've already answered them. You know, some of those questions could change over time, but that's a good question. This is, in fact, I think it's the first time anybody asked a question like this, which is why I answered it. Thank you, BrickForce. And we'll catch you in the next video. You've been watching BrickTsar. Subscribe. Subscribe.